Ethan, what you been studying lately, buddy?
Watch, just watching some matches. Nothing great. Nothing particular. Watching some Sparring yesterday.
Yeah.
Obviously, the tight Jitsu's double sleeve and switches to the it's just spider on balances. I was something like that. Watch his match pot though. Okay. Um, yeah, mostly watching some Sparring.
Okay. I liked well, it's awesome, dude.
It's fun to watch.
Uh Mixing a little bit of Isaac in there too. I think Sebastian's a great one though.
Yeah. Um.
The Slurpa. Or as
It,
Michael calls him, the Slurpa.
it's interesting how his style, people get very cagey. It's almost like
iPhone. It's almost like what?
well, like that plays into his style because his style creates movement with the spider or getting under the legs. So when people squat, it's not giving him movements, but it makes spiders very strong if someone sits in front of you.
Yeah, and if they play up
where
high, you're gonna get your hips under their
That's
hips.
where I'm trying to incorporate it more because historically the people that beat me are the ones that can sit there and not do anything.
Yeah, I've realized that a lot of my style of guard play is
Well, not sit there,
controlling my opponent, setting traps,
especially with big
and then
people.
through retention, I'm gonna catch them.
Well, that's like where people don't want to pass. They're like, I got my advantage. I am sitting here and I am like ready to eat up the clock, which is a little harder when there's 8 minutes now. But like 7.
Yeah, try to eat up the clock versus me. I'll be
But
happy
like
to oblige you with just
people are trying to do that. Especially people that are larger. So they're trying to use more of the spider. And it works really good. I just need to be a little. There's a few areas I need to uh polish
There is one new concept.
how I
I don't feel this as much with you, but I want you to do it. But I have more of a feeling for Addison.
yeah.
But it's still a skill I want you to develop. We're going to talk about today. Addison, can you hear me? Is from Turtle getting the first hook. Not that we're not going to try to take the opponent's back, but baiting them to turn and face you to take flat nine half guard. Because think about what the context that you have. If they have Turtle, they still have potential building height. They still have potential of turning back towards you. If you get one hook, flat and a half guard, I mean, there's really not a position you can control better than flat and a half guard. They can't build height. They can't escape. Well, assuming you do your job well, they can't build height to like escape their hips and legs like you can from side pin or anything else of that nature. And I really feel like too, if I want to be cautious saying this because I agree with what I'm about to say, but I don't agree with it. I feel like almost if I don't have an arm above the head or an elbow above the shoulder, trapping an arm from mount, I'd almost rather backtrack to quarter guard or flat and a half guard. I know that seems upside down because like the only real escape you could do for mount is escaping from framing on the elbow and escaping that way. But if you're framing at the hips like that, unless you have lockdown from flat and a half guard,
Yeah.
what use is it?
Yeah.
So
Okay. Um,
you know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Let's go ahead and start with this. I want you to get a little warmed up. Let's do 5 and 5. And then let me do 5. And then we'll talk about some of the concepts and idea that I saw specifically watching Gustavo. But it was this match on the Crown, I think 2 crowns ago, that he scored like 30 points. So, but it was also his first tournament back since like a surgery. So I think he was trying to like, you know what I mean? Get the rounds in, be in the match, not try to like rush anything. You still in here, Sean? Sean, if you're still in there, I want you to message me later. I want to talk to you about something. I have an idea, sir. How's everybody doing today? 'Cause I'm about to put it up on the tripod and get to drill in here, but I need a way to see the chat because I'm not going to be able to be looking at the phone every 5 seconds. Do I do Jiu Jitsu? Is it like an anime show, dude? See if I get this set up the way I want it. It's not that bad. I got a little bit right here. And I got a little bit right there, but that's from like MMA. Need to help out some of this. Survey 3-2. Like that idea? I thought you guys were trolling me when you were asking me to be honest. I did the circle great. Well, I literally thought to myself, why is he not asking? What do you think was the goal? He just trusts my strength.
It's kind of like I walked over to their school group and they told me they want my help.
Oh my god, that would be loud.
Yeah, they didn't want my help. They wanted to tell them.
Yeah.
That's not-
It is funny though, because for some reason, obviously because you're awesome, dude. But yeah, broccoli loves Addison. Biggest thing I'm here is him inverting through. So you gotta think about dealing with the hips. Go back again. So like rewind yourself. Ethan, go back to your hip. So as you're dealing with this here, how can you manage his hips? So okay, yeah, that's an option. But you see how when you were a little bit towards the overback style, his lat frame with his right arm is a big thing that's going to be able to guide your weight. So one thing you could do from here, do you have the pant grip with your left hand? So you get the pant grip with the left hand, and then as he builds height up, take your forehead, put it to the almost to the ASIS. Drive your head so you're gonna push his hip back to the mat and get on your feet. Drive his hip to the mat. Yeah, and then you get over back here. You can grab back of the head too. I would grab back of the head a little sooner on that because if you think about it in this way, going up, if his his head is like unheated here, it's pretty easy for him to frame and move his back as far away as he wants. So if I take this thing here, I just kind of like step the back of his head, right? I'm Scorpio. It's gonna make me way more difficult. Any type of like motion forward to the side, okay, so mine is fine. Build your height up again. So if I start to build height up here, it's going to drive this through, making sure I stay at this angle. If I'm too much here, he's gonna square back up, omoplata, triangle, and everything else like that. To your side again. So I'm like here. Let's say I'm trying to work some of the overback stuff, but I feel this frame in my lat here. I'm gonna want to beat that by getting from here. But think of it like it's almost like elongating an arm or an underhook. If he has to speak your upper against the lat, like yeah, this is too strong. So I'm gonna try to like almost sit my hips through here and try not to give this butterfly hook too much strength. Because if this foot gets to the side, he goes high, takes it this way, it's gonna get really bad, really fast. Go back down. So if I do get the position here like this, I'm gonna do everything I can to make that off balance as difficult as possible. So a couple things that can happen. I can put this thing down. I've already got the spin grip. I can lift. Without draining my knee to sit. So guess how easy is it going to be for a man to elevate and swing knee? If it's knee, it's pointing a little more towards the ceiling. You can't quite put his foot to the ground. You break the ankle. Or what do that? You know what I mean? It's just like the only thing I'm doing is like trying to reverse engineer the sentence to make the job as efficient as possible. But the one thing I always focus on, like when guys are thinking about Choi barring or these hips getting off the ground to invert, is how can I pin them back to the ground? If this hand is busy, or being controlled, what's my only thing that I have? Most people think the knee, which is a horrible idea. Horrible idea. But using my forehead at the top of my head, my forehead, think about just driving the hips back down. So they get it again. Here, like this. Here. Just gonna tripod myself up. But instead of the back of the head, I'll just switch to the collar. Head here. But if I drive straight forward, it's probably gonna invert through. So I gotta walk, get perpendicular with him, trying to like adjust the angle of my forehead to get it like that. But you want to be like perpendicular with him because it inverts by that board. But if you play with it too much, then he's under you. Do a couple more reps and then we'll go over the seven turtle. Okay. I'll let you guys get 5 more reps and I'll quit talking. And then I got a position that I found with Michael that I want to experiment and play with a little bit because I think I found something. You were not very nice at him yesterday, Ethan. Michael. Especially if you watched our sparring round, that was not very nice of you to do that to him. Did you wrist lock him?
Yes, it is.
That's his guard.
You wanted to go fast, so I had to slow him down. So that's the guard. I think we reset. We'll go again. Slap him down top, past his guard. Or side like 81 hard. Like the guard, like as a bar.
Nice. You're okay, keep going. Make space and get out. Yeah, there you go. That's good. Look like forehead to the hip, perpendicular. If you end up getting in that position, so you just have to reset, like backtracking. It's a good option to do too. The biggest thing with backtracking like that is you got to make sure that you don't overthink it, think that you failed or something like that. It's all on my phone right now. I have a mic, but just trying to do this today to see how it works. Joey's actually gonna help run the camera for us, and like live stream our stuff, and basically be the guy walking around and doing it. I know. So think of like IRL live streaming with those dum dums, but it's gonna be Jiu-Jitsu live streaming. But you can't say some of the things that say like it's on YouTube. Yeah, that's it. Get him? What do you mean get him? Say something like what was rough about Brody's work? It was a long day. He what? He got opening. Customers? What?
Yeah, say it like it's not a big deal.
I will tell you that it's one of the most disrespectful things.
was like, no, he's like, yeah, it's. Well, your friend was like, sorry, we don't fix it. It's fashion. Sit on the side of the store.
Tell it the guy's flawed. Oh, get the salt. They got the meats. Why do you not drop to your hip point?
So I didn't. We'll see if we can get the thing. I'm just pretty much. Like, if I could get like 30, like, I think
Get your foot to the hip and do that.
and if I do. Yeah, I think. I feel like I like.
Bring your foot to the hip. So,
This way,
yeah,
right?
no, let go real quick. And then take what you can get here. See, think we not invert up. No, don't worry about leg drag. Still make space.
On the dress and stuff.
Yeah, so address it how you address it. So get your foot to the hip, hold tight.
This will be hard once it gets there. Hold on.
Go for the under. What's wrong with the underhook? Bad. The underhook for leg is going to deal with the foot back on the hip. No, foot to the hip against what you don't want. And get the foot back to the hip.
Starting my elbow to make sense.
So what's the difference between cramping on the behind the hamstring and you actually reaching around the quad? I don't know. By the way,
Here?
is it?
Yeah, I think my shoulder up. Okay. This is
The only thing you gotta manage here is making sure that it's like you get to the inside of your head.
this.
So you just drive your head to the ground for this. Yeah, so this is the exchange that I'm thinking about for you. In that position about why we would go back to this if we can get started some of the crap up fight.
I don't keep this one wrong. This is very for older one. I feel like we can whistle for that, but I would definitely drop the cake here.
Let's do a little bit of the circa for Addison. Get like 5 reps he's really comfortable with, happy with, and then all right. Your foot came in this with my face. All right. I'm gonna circle over here and then I'll go. Just to be like blunt though, I like the serpent from the lapel because you kind of like have to go for that far leg. I feel like to really sell it. But if I have the lapel and I go for the far leg, I just play the lapel zombie.
Sometimes I'll also grab the center of the back of their hand.
I don't think this really matters as much as you think. Like making sure that this is all here. I don't want like it's not bad to,
I don't want to.
but don't over worry about it.
I just don't want them to hurt that. Don't make my leg.
Yeah.
Grab it.
Oh, you're good. It's like you're doing that. My back is so much better than it was last week, dude. I'm getting into life. Trying to work in the garage. And like I said. Good. Right yourself again.
Yeah, I like to get my elbow over their toes as soon as possible, so I don't hold it like that. And then make that grip real tight. Yeah, I like to think like I'm almost like like an arm drag and your arm over against the sleeve.
Yeah.
Making that grip and then grabbing some weights. It's even they sit down like it weightless. So
I like these chin too to kind of like off it. Try to get the steam like behind my head motor. So what would you do in this position to get me over there? My knee on the other side of my hip. Okay, this is better. Like, look at this. What I have. I don't think the schema is that big of a deal here. Just here, because the angle of it. But people will go for like Hail Marys in this position to bring this thing closer, like you're gonna smother me a little bit. But I feel like if I extend here, it's not gonna do much. But if I bring my foot down and I have more of my shin on the inner thigh, and I push a little bit with this guy here, rotate to the inside, Now I have better connection here. Then if I wanted to like try to off balance your back, or you start looking for the back, then I can do that too. Or sit up and basically kind of like take whatever you're going to be giving me here. That makes sense. But I do prefer the balance scoring. I don't mind going with with that.
But yeah, I'm
here. Go. See what you're saying?
hello. I want to see something. I like to play games.
Now what's you doing? You a couple times real quick. He's like between his legs. Almost like you're gonna go for the butt grip behind the tailbone.
Sometimes I actually,
Bring your head close.
sometimes I actually.
Yeah. So grab as deep as you can, like between the legs. And then use your legs, kind of like next to your body to invert yourself through.
Sometimes I'll pull away and that makes it sleep.
So yeah, bring your head
Like
down.
exactly.
Invert. Just try to invert right here. Use your legs to his body. Yes, yes. Now, yes. Now, yes. Yeah. It's far easier than what you think. Just when you use your legs, kind of almost like Xing the body. Because once you invert through, then you're gonna be at. Unless they're a little evil demon trying to like hook. Yeah. So, Ethan, there's a request for you to tickle Addison's feet next to thing. Oh, yeah, he was in the chat, bro. Hey, I told them to tickle the feet, guys. It's Chubby Seafood. Chubby Seafood wants you to tickle his feet. At least it's not Tito sample too.
He's not able to check that stuff.
Yeah, it's always at it. Nope.
Not that way.
Reach this. Breathe as if you're going for it, and then think about more focus on inverting yourself to use your legs. Bring your head forward, button this hip. Yes, yes. And then all you're gonna do is you're gonna reach to that calf a little sooner. And if you feel start reaching for your feet, you just move your foot off balance him. So because if he needs both his hands to toe hold. So if you can off balance him to where one hand goes on the ground, there's no toe hold. And generally the foot that's going to be controlling outside the toes is the one they have to post to. Can I goof around with the idea that I had? All right. How about see if I can get rid of this PTSD of ego and passing. Oh, it's the ends. Here. Addis.
Yeah.
You looking at techniques or are you gonna help us? Tell Riley you'll text you back here. No, okay, thanks. Or do I? Or do I? Can't be anybody else. Huh. I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like there's something there enough to like explore and play, but both like both things, right? See that? Yeah, don't let this break your brain. I feel like we're level 99, showing him what it's like to be level 99. He's level 23. But he has a gear of a 99. He's got big muscle. He's really good at jiu-jitsu. Just sort of I can't legs. No, right? Yeah, Brad, I take my foot under the hip. And that's wrong. That's how they How do you feel about that serpent where you feel like basically it's pulling both of my pants out? I don't know. I feel like you're throwing both hand grips and you have somebody tied up. Pretty bold move. Because then you have what are you gonna post to it? So you have like I think a short window to deal with the leg. You laugh at that. What he said. Hey,
Said, nah, that's crazy. Some guys thought you could tickle Trey's feet.
Hey, Doy, I need you to take charge of the chat. Judo Silencer gets in there. You gotta say him hi and give him an autograph, okay?
Doy's in the comments, yeah. But somebody was asking me to take a lot of speed.
That's weird.
No, there's weirder things. That's pretty like easy. Maybe like an arm bar, and you're like, oh, that's so mean. You're like, if you don't know what it is, like this. Nuts. Here, rotate the other. As in that iPad right in front of you, has a chat too. Rotate back this way. Aston, do you mind helping instead of like flirting with Doy?
I was gonna look at what he's saying.
Okay, so it's like open. So to fit in this guess. Can't click it. Okay. You feel like you can satisfy the awesome guys. Here.
Yo, what?
You think about this. This is the strong side of the possible not on what's there. I'm the guy who's in the thing. It's better. You see the Saugert guy got kicked out? Oh, sorry. Dallas. What time you gotta go? 2:15? All right, let's do some situation. All right, I'm gonna have you guys do. I can do 7 minutes. That's gonna be 3. Okay. And then we're gonna iron man over here. Okay. Can you try far away on anything? I grab one thing on you. I need to try to go or go. Very nice. What your head? What your attitude? Final tell it. Okay, I can't even read your lips because you're like trying to. Yeah. Oh, good. Sorry, measure. Because you saw how Igor stood up, right? Yeah. The only thing I did different though, that I feel like I didn't do on that one, was that my right foot, that's all the way across the hip, I like take the bottom of my foot under the groin. Because with Michael, he was distributing his weight, so I basically tornado swept him. Which tornado sweeps are like the slam dunk of sweeps. What position are you gonna work through today? Probably sit back,
more, but I don't know how many good reps will get of that today.
Can I give you some encouragement? Yeah. I would suggest you playing more from varsity Del Hiva, continuing to grow. It's working right now, getting your single legs. Because your varsity Del Hiva, I think, is dangerous, but your single legs is far more dangerous right now. So you should focus on the majority of your time getting the single legs and then improving with the single legs. And then on the side, kind of like with the 3-month rule, working some of the double sleeve, but doing it with like Joy, Johannes. I would even argue after you do it once with Michael. As in one varsity Del Hiva getting the single legs type stuff.
Yeah.
I think that would be the quickest skill progression, like result wise. Guys, we're gonna do maybe 1 or 2 opens in New World, right?
Yeah, depends on all of it's.
He's in the May. I mean, if you want to do it, we'll probably try to get work off and then I can help you with sleeping somewhere. Well, somewhere to stay. You gotta handle that. Part.
We'll see.
All right, let me get this timer going. Situations. You still want Ohapa? What about some 3 days grace? Do you like 3 days grace?
No.
Do you mind them? Can I train with you guys if I have staff? No. Yeah. Don't train if you have staff. That's it's not good for anybody. It's not gonna heal faster for you. And then all your training partners, they're gonna hate you. You stinky turd. No, I'm just kidding. Ethan. Addison's gonna be on bottom first. Person on bottom takes a position. Reset off of points. Unless you guys want to do second to score. Abby, it's on you guys, right? 3 minutes. 10 seconds. Nice. What was Doy saying in the chat? Tipping your right leg. Oh, I'm freaking something. That's exactly what you're doing. Trying to get some relax. Think about rotating to the other side too, as if it's very nice to get control of your bottom leg, go to the other side and maintain. It's an idea. It's not what maybe the right thing to do is here, but yeah. Let's see. Watch your back. Good, reset. Person sitting out, coach person up on. So you don't have to coach guys if you don't want to. I don't mind it not. It is well. He was being very hateful to the next day. Trying to get $1? I thought he was trying to get $1. You need to get $1 us. I owe you $1. I forgot though that was the deal. Hey, you don't want to do world. You don't want to. You don't say anything. Figure that out. There's like strength. Also, somebody's been learning. Somebody's been learning. No! Dang it! That was good, dude. The X hook that you got going up through. I did not freaking think you knew that. Ethan! I can't believe he just did that. It's like listening to Phoebe say a new word. I'm like, whoa! Oh no. Oh, no points. Hangings. I think some of those new concepts are playing, kind of helping a little bit. So. You know, only person I've ever seen that'll be like, you lay down. No, you lay down, and I serve you my sleep. This ain't Golden Corral Jiu-Jitsu. That's a weird BS we tried to do. Go here. Hey, take Golden Corral in, I'll serve you easily. It's beautiful. No. Oh, watch intensity switch. Mine will too. All right, get him as. Bro, he's sitting up grabbing my sleeve. No, it hurts my back when you lean back like that. This ain't Golden Corral. This ain't a buffet. You're gonna walk up, take what you want. I tell you what you. I would look with the cross face on you. But look to your right. There you go. Still uncomfortable, but it's way not as bad. That was a really good exchange. Both of you, like, Pento was swinging really in. The arm retention face that you had, you put the belt behind the back. If somehow you got your foot into the belt, against the side of the belt was set behind the back, at some point, if you got your foot in it, it may have rotated real aggressive to outside the hip, which will change the frame. It's not wrong you're thinking about doing that, but it's far better that you went for the start foot. Really good. And I don't know what Addison was thinking, but in that moment, it goes from I'm close to passing to then losing that. It's very easy to go from I'm winning to I'm losing. Versus being experienced enough to say, hey, I'm backtracking, not a big deal. Recycle and copy. All right, I got one. Let's see. Okay, close out. Then Ethan, I'm looking right now for the back. Okay. Ask yourself, I'm really shutting this down. What else am I opening up with it? That's good. What the hell? Yep, it's still very like this. Resulted in version. And put this guy right here. And I just basically. Oh, was it under? Yeah, it was. Yeah. Right. It's in thing alone. Yeah. Well, I mean, don't want to grab. Yeah. Best I've grabbed. See, look at this. What the heck? That so no. I have some posture. I might use my hand. Oh, yeah, I can bring it around. Dude, my foot. All right, guys, let's go and circle up for a second. Or I think there's share some thoughts that I've said. You guys can keep going. You guys. I can start. It's the idea of what I was going to do, but it's each portion of what I want obviously we gotta do for the warm up. I think I do for myself for the end. I'll get to help with the go for working through. Get a hair loss. I think like we talked about before, Geneva is a good place to play from. But I think a really good guy to study on entering thing like stop. Because the headboard position, your headboard already feels like I'm not the one driving, if that makes sense. Yeah. So if you can find single X and get there, and then I'm gonna keep trying to play. I'm trying to slow the position down, try to pressure and keep trying to catch up or whatever. Then it's gonna be more of a single improve. I think we keep focusing on single legs. I don't have any good answers for some of the lapel stuff. So good news is if you get good defending, most people will play one style of lapel. They're not feeding the other ones they know or being willing to play with new position. So how did that round feel from top when I was playing guard? Any observations? Tough. I was trying to figure out how to not saying myself to stop dropping, but difficult process. And then single X passing or pressure feel better on top? Was it? How'd they call it? Off bound. Huh? I still so comfortable off bound. Did you feel any different with the controlling the collar behind the neck? Trying to keep the head more off the ground. We need to think. We need to talk and think about some of those positions. That's okay. It'll help me a lot. Appreciate your time. I'll see you in the conference. Hey, do you feel the same about Ethan's transfer guard? Him playing aggressive is far more dangerous than
It's hard to start it after stat pickup. I gotta go, or else throw my foot by or get it off.
I think playing a bit of the tempo game would help too. Like at small off bounce and aggressively.
Problem is, if I get there in route, it's in transition and going off bounds. If starting it stagnant, it's hard because either I'm gonna get ahead, which is probably more realistic, or they're already ready for it, like that second at fast.
I think the other tough thing is you have a moment with that off balance and changing that it takes up tempo.
I almost feel like if I'm gonna start like start somewhat sad at the end. It's not
It also helps the double sleeves. You already have a double figure your heat master there. So you gotta get the spider and the spider time. You're aggressive. I think that I need those like my guard is a double figure. I don't think I'm gonna have a path for it because like I feel like I go ramping up that it's and I feel like I can see a bit of fat. I don't want to find patterns. Sometimes you don't think about what the objective or thing you're doing. And if you can see it off balance or react that from the outside didn't need a result, you might have went through one towards me. It's very easy to take like a fight and yeah, like no, I think that's it's like when I got past that guard, I don't need both things. The other like different planes we have plays. If I play to be a play, I have a belt off, but down the beams, they'll be really good in it. Then I give one of the lapel bedroom. Like feel the posture up there, French group. Like if I feed this guy posture up. Yeah. But if you're down to that knee, down here. And I like so much of it. Now you posture up instead of a different ball game. You know, then I have like that way more posture because I know what I know. Pretty gonna be one. Is a foot into the lapel. But I can feel where your confidence in that moment, and that like the tank is gonna be really high. Boom, it gets caught. Then there's that moment of like, why is it not going? You know? I like that anyone talk about like when they're thinking through the ideas like theory and mind. You know? This is where if you remember the ideas like tempo, really aggressive and then slowing it down. Maybe showing like an aggressive off balance, but it's really like a feint. Kind of like juking somebody out or whatever. Smart one. Abby, you're running away right when I'm giving you. Maybe you can one round. Here, I'll do a 5-minute round and then you got 3 minutes. Perfect. Everybody went. 10 seconds. It's crazy here. The two dudes, one had to go to work. The other one's doing a round with his
sister to kind of finish up. I may do some drilling here in a minute. So, but I know I lost some of you guys in here. Hey guys, if you guys haven't yet, make sure you guys follow, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. So if you guys have any questions jiu-jitsu wise, now would be a great time because I can actually help you guys. So right now we got Ethan and Abby beating the mess out of each other. Do you feel like you got good work, good help? Do you like the flat back stuff?
Yeah.
A lot of submissions from color sleeve, like a lot. Does my hair look crazy right now? My hair looks normal. This is how my hair normally looks. She's politely rude. She's lying to me. I'm not worried about my hair. I'm being silly. Think I care what people think, dude? I'm 36.
I did ask my things.
Thought that was funny. See, not every question when you get older is about insecurity.
So much.
It's about humor. Heck yeah, I am, dude. Live.
Why like 11 people? Not even.
There's 3 now. 2 now.
2. There's only 2.
Yeah, they come and go.
No.
Yeah. So what happens when you do vertical like this? People come and go because it's in the short stream versus like a horizontal one that are like a lot longer. That I do like reviewing people's film and stuff like that. That'll have more people in it.
Got paid the bills from.
Maybe what?
Got paid the bills. But
Oh, that's just bonus.
something's expensive, you know.
You call me fat again? You said Ozempic is expensive. Abby, Sonny's calling me fat again. We're right towards the mat. Did I take advantage of the head blocking opportunities? I thought he was about to pull you up into guard. I was like, oh, dude. Abby's like, I'm gonna get him. Nope, not gonna get him. That is so hateful, Ethan. Can't believe you would do that to your sister. Would you do that to your sister? I hope not, because your sister's so tiny. Is this a little girl? Say it again. Dude, she is crazy. It's mine. Is it a what? Huh?
It's not a ball.
He said ball. Wrong.
It's not a ball.
All right. I don't think I have any PT today. Do you have any? Do you have any chiropractor today? Nope. Mine's at 3:45. I think I gotta go by my house and get I have a 100-pound medicine ball that I want to like rehab my back to be able to use again. but I can't use it yet.
You gonna drop it on your back?
Yeah, I'm gonna drop it on my back.
I don't.
Dork.
What's your?
You're getting closer that we're gonna go to the back, get the gloves, and we're gonna spar.
Okay. You want to go get them?
I don't think you're ready for that smoke because I kick. What are we doing? Okay. All right. Sonia, what questions you got?
No questions. Abby helped me figure everything out.
So you don't need me.
No,
Useless. Got it. So
Some fat.
save up money for Ozempic because you think I'm fat. Got it. Kids these days, dude. What the heck is wrong with you? You got a nice bit of hair right here, dude. Definitely the other side of your face. Don't. Other side of your face. There you go.
Goodness.
What do you think of that lapel position? I feel like it's good if the far leg's not available.
And that's pretty accurate.
I'm trying to figure out how to say SOMN Somalians. Somalians Hollow. Somalians Hollow. What's up, dude? Dude, I cannot be the guy that has to enunciate names or usernames.
but you are because you just did.
Yeah, I don't do that well. I try to be good husband, good dad, and good at jiu-jitsu. Everything else, I've been hitting the head a lot, dude.
Not very good at it.
Yeah. But what do you think about that anniversary? I feel like the only real option that I'm running into is finding that Serpa entry.
Are we going to the feet now?
Huh?
Are we going from the feet now? Or is practice done for today?
Well, I mean, yeah, that means it's done once we're off the mat. But Ethan and I are just kind of talking through positions, and there's like a chance we could drill through a couple things, but it's just more talking about like what's working, what's not working.
I was trying to read.
I do think when you play tarantula guard, I think you can control it, but I think it's more of like a transition aggressive guard.
It works better. I mean, especially as larger people. I'm moving them.
We're doing good, man. We got pans in 1 week. Hard to complain. This guy right here, dude. Wipeout pan champ. Decided to give out a donation, let somebody else win it at Blue. Next weekend. Could be that next purple belt pan champ. I think it's gonna happen. Yep. And then I'll be fighting black belt Dolt. So that'll be fun. I really want to know who's gonna be on my side of my bracket.
When does that come out?
I would assume the weekend because
They have the pre-schedule out. I'm keeping Friday.
do they have like they don't have times until the brackets are actually out.
Yeah.
When do the brackets post?
Good question.
Can you whoops. Can you get your phone? I'm gonna have you text the world date to Addison.
Are you
Oh.
going?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
All the best in the world.
I want to see you fight things.
Like right off the bat? Dang, dude.
Finals, quarterfinals, semifinals, something like that.
I don't care when or who. I just want to fight the best.
Saying that, I was just saying.
Yeah, I mean that's the beautiful. Yeah, I do think that's the beautiful thing though about these majors. Everybody's good. I think we should do American Nationals this year.
I like that. Everything.
Yeah. Get a national title.
Be cool.
Should call it the American title. Yeah,
Mm,
pre-schedule.
They don't have one.
Just the pre-schedule.
Okay.
Yeah, adult goes Saturday and Sunday. Purple belt juvenile. So you go. I don't think. Okay, so Chris will go Sunday. And then
Okay. What's the date for Worlds?
Jackson does go Saturday, possibly. You go Friday is when you compete.
Are you nervous?
Oh my gosh.
What's the date for Worlds?
Said this message is being held for review, and reading it, I see why. David, wow, dude. I can't believe you just put that. Don't read it out loud, but read the bottom. Dude, what the heck, bro? What is what? The date for Worlds? Oh, okay, good. I got distracted. They should have, because I saw registration open for it. May 28th through the 31st. I think you need, is it 80 points? I'm not quite there yet.
How many more do you have to?
I hear they only teach you once you got your blue belt. You mean like the black belt? Nah, dude. Belt to belt. So if you're breathing, I'll teach you. I'll teach anybody. But even a lot of my friends, like they still coach their white belt. They still help them. I mean, obviously, how you would teach somebody who's a white belt, blue belt, purple belt, brown belt, black belt, it's gonna be different depending on the context of like what jiu-jitsu they know and understand. But no, man, people are people, dude. I'll treat everybody the same. Same within the context of like what their goals are. Yeah, you need 80 points. And I think I haven't checked in a minute. I think I'm a little over halfway there, dude. I'm not cool like you, Ethan, and have a whole bunch of points. Dang, dude, how many messages you getting help or review? Oh my god, dude. No. Uh there that does not happen. There's no teaching of that. You just don't. All right. The weird thing is I had to search by my full name. Yeah, 43. You took my points from Masters though, dude. You're like,
So you're like
sheesh.
half of them. You add them up.
No, it's your adults only for adult.
Okay.
So
All right. Oh, Abby, you out. See ya.
See ya.
hey,
Anything on you?
Uh, no, not really.
assuming we don't get any
Get the next one.
assuming we don't get any bumps and bruises that are too bad, Ethan, how soon do you want to get back to competing after Pans?
Well,
18th Chicago.
when?
Chicago Open.
I look at that one again. I like that. Honestly, probably I'd be fine with it as soon as you want to go. If you start competing. I mean, I'd be okay with it, but it probably
I need as many as I can so I can get enough points.
Well, I'd like to be ranked number one for like better, which isn't out of.
Broncos trade for Waddle, dude. That's huge. Any of you guys big football fans out there? Folsom, California, dude. What are you close to? Where is that even? Is that north, south? What part of California is that from, dude?
Compete on Wednesday.
I hate you. Compete on Wednesday, dude. What does Carly go? How's that head case doing?
What do you mean?
How is she doing? She's a head case. She's crazy.
I don't know.
Close to Sacramento. Nice, dude. You train jiu-jitsu yourself? What do you mean you don't know? But you were friends with her. How do you not know how your friend's doing?
Was Sunday, and I asked if she's gonna go or not. She said night shift work.
She's an adult. She got to work.
I think she is myself.
Everybody's nervous. It's what you do with the nerves is what matters, though. And do you let it consume and control you, and you worry about the outcome, or do you have fun, dude? I mean, everybody's nervous to get on a roller coaster at some point. You know, roller coaster can kill you. You can die. You can get stuck. You can technically die doing jiu-jitsu, but it's very improbable. Plus, if you die, you're dead. So what's there to worry about? Exactly. Worst thing that can happen at a tournament is you get embarrassed. But on the other side of embarrassment is always going to be improvement, growth, and getting better. You know. Just tell her what would I say? She's nervous. And think about that. I'm planning to. I box, kickbox, and I wanted to study and learn the ground game in jiu-jitsu. You should totally do it. I did Muay Thai for like 8 years. So love striking, wrestled from like the age of 4 all the way up through high school. Then I got married, had kids, and my wife didn't want me to get punched in the head anymore. So stuck with jiu-jitsu because apparently getting choked unconscious is safer than getting punched in the head. So one of our other athletes here, she boxed. Hey, how long did you box, Sonia? From what? 7 years? Which is more difficult, boxing or jiu-jitsu? Yeah. He said boxing is way more physical, but jiu-jitsu is way more technical. It's harder to learn. You can put on gloves and be tough and swing for the fences and at least feel like you're having success. What do you mean try boxing? I did Muay Thai for 8 years. A lot of my friends were boxers. Are you like wanting to win like some Nobel Peace Prize for saying something so obvious? You're so mean. I have boxed, but I primarily train Muay Thai. Okay, boxing, just so we're on the same page. You only punch, right? I've done that, Sonia. She's trying to bait me into putting on gloves so she could beat me up. I'm not gonna fall for your trick, Sonia. Try boxing you for 7 years. Why would I box you for 7 years? She wants me to box her for 7 years straight. Getting punched feels good, but not good in the head. I think I'm too old for jiu-jitsu. No, I will tell you this right now. You will get far too old for boxing way faster than what you'll get too old for jiu-jitsu. There have been people that have started jiu-jitsu late, have had a lot of really good success. Now, if you want to be like a world champion and the best of the best, there's a conversation for probably maybe too late. But to have a lot of fun, get really good, compete against your peers, make a lot of friends, and to be able to do it long term without worrying about your brain falling out of your head, you're never too old for jiu-jitsu. There's like countless stories of people starting in their 60s and everything else of that nature. Oh, dude, wait. I just saw that. You said you're 22. Yeah, dude, so look up this guy. His name's Cobrinha. He's like considered one of the greats in jiu-jitsu. And he started. Hey, how old was Cobrinha when he started jiu-jitsu? Yeah, he was 21 and then became one of the best featherweights in the world. 21. So if anything, you're a year almost too late. But you shouldn't do jiu-jitsu, or I think much of anything, try to be the absolute best when you're starting. You should start it to learn something new, have fun. Everything else. Let me see if this stuff is clean in here. You guys ever go somewhere and you forget what you were doing? What was I doing? I'm back there for no reason. Oh, I was going to turn the lights off. Ethan, what do you got going on today?
I'm going to study some film. I got some popcorn at my house.
Totally should, dude. It's worth it. I'm gonna be studying a lot of Lucas Lapri. I don't know why, but I've been liking watching a lot of his movement, getting some inspiration. I feel like it's been helping a lot. Him and Gustavo. Pressure and speed. Here's the real question: who is your favorite boxer, Sonya? Do you even know boxing? What are you gonna say, Floyd Mayweather? Huh? Huh? She's probably gonna say Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson. Christy Martin, like Ricky Martin. Oh, okay. Who's your favorite male boxer? Like, who do you think is the greatest of all time within the last like 20 years?
Larry Holmes had one of the most deadliest jabs of all time.
Yeah, but that's not 20 years though. Yeah, Tyson and Ali, I would definitely say are some of the greatest of all time. But 20 years. Wait, who'd you say again?
Larry Holmes.
Yeah, he did have one of the best jabs in the world. But 20 years. Because my vote has been this vote like before the Earl Spence fight was Terrence Crawford. He's the GOAT. What do you mean, sure?
Whatever you want to believe, that's okay.
Could Larry Holmes fight as good, orthodox and southpaw? Dude, Terrence Crawford is a fighter. He's not the guy that's like trying to chase a payday. He's not trying to like pick and choose his fights. He'll fight anybody. Remember when Canelo was too big, too strong, too fast? Earl Spence, too good, too fast. One of my favorite things Terrence to talk about, because everybody would say he's fought a bunch of nobodies, but before he always fought the people, they were a somebody. So he just accepted the fact that after he fights somebody, they become nobody. Because he dominates. The GOAT. Yeah, I would actually say Pacquiao is one of my favorites. He was my original favorite. You know who I studied a lot of when I was fighting was Giorgio Petrosian, which is a really good kickboxer. Bukaw, which like everybody kind of studied him in Muay Thai. And then a lot of Manny Pacquiao. And then Jose Aldo when he was like the king of the featherweight division for UFC. Actually, I watch him a lot in the WEC too. See, I've been watching fights longer than you've been alive. I don't know if that's a flex or a sad thing. Is it sad? Think so? Oh God, another. What's going on, dude? Every time I get these messages held for review, I get scared that it's that David guy putting weird stuff in the chat. Ethan, come here real quick so I can show you what was said on here. Sonya, you training tonight? Do you not like Nogi as much? Ever since the snow, a lot of our females just been doing the gi, which is fine, but it's just been Abby basically coming in. Come look at what David. Yeah, Lizzie's been coming. She's gotten kind of taller. I don't want to tell her, but she's like getting taller. I like making fun of her for being short. Come here. Look at this. Ethan, look. So you saw that weird that message that guy put? Look at this. And then he put, I hear they only teach you once you've gotten your blue belt. And then after we answered it, look what he said here. Dude, what the heck? What is wrong with people? We actually just got done training. Now we're just kind of hanging out, talking. And then, man, I haven't moved in like 10 years, but we got this big move. We're still getting stuff. So I may have to run by my old house, get some of the weight equipment, and just get a bunch of stuff done. What? What the heck, dude? Bruce? Wait, lesbian couple?
Yeah, you need to.
Listen, I'm a little older, so I'm not up to date with all these slang terms, okay? Lesbian couple makes no sense for two dudes. And this whole no cap, 10 toes down, 6'7" BS is getting on my nerves. You understand, Sonia?
Sure.
No 6'7", whatever crap. Okay. We're from Southwest Missouri. Yeah, the other guy, his name's Ethan. He's a beast. He's I don't know why I'm getting. I mean, I think you're one of the best light featherweights in the world. Definitely at the gym. It's weird that. Well, I feel like normally I walk around if I just eat like normal, like 180. Do you know what my weight was this morning? 169. Like that's what I need to be by next Monday if I'm cutting my weight. Like I think I'm gonna be able to walk in super comfortable and fine with my weight, which is crazy, dude. It's like the weight is getting easier and easier to cut, which should be the opposite being older. Yeah, we're from Missouri. We're just chilling right now. How's your neck and back and stuff doing? You doing your lunges and everything?
I'll do them intermittently, but like it's not consistent.
Are you waiting on your mom right now? I think she's parked in the parking lot, dude. Oh, okay. I don't know if you saw her there. I ain't saying that, dude. Ethan will beat me up. Favorite? Dude, I know. People get weird. Favorite MMA fighter? Don't let Ethan read that. He's going to get all fussy. I'd have to say Max Holloway. Out of current fighters that are fighting right now, Max Holloway. When it comes to like actual technique and stuff, I would still say Max. Out of all the guys that are fighting right now, it's got to be Max. MMA is mixed martial arts. It's like where you can kick, punch, and choke people. It's not just punching people. It's a little bit more, requires more thinking than just, fighting with 16-ounce, 12-ounce gloves. Yeah.
Do you want to spar? Is that like what you're begging for?
You think you can beat me up?
Just say you want to spar.
Ask, dude, where is?
She has a knee problem that she's been recovering from.
You should ask her if I can fight.
Go ahead. Dance it.
Nah. You gotta let me kick though. You let me throw some kicks, we'll be good. Don't say that. You do not want me to do that, dude. Ethan, I'll see you tonight. Sonia, we'll see you whenever we see you. All right, we're closing the gym down. If you guys haven't yet, make sure you guys subscribe. Okay, we post a lot of jiu-jitsu content on here. I'm gonna do more. These live streams is kind of like impromptu type stuff, and should be hopefully doing another live stream later today, doing some film review, helping some of the athletes that are part of my school community group to help them with their jiu-jitsu. And if you guys got any jiu-jitsu questions, you guys are obviously welcome to hop in there, get any questions answered, anything like that. So, but I'm just gonna hang out for a couple more minutes, and then I'm gonna get out of here. Go home, get cleaned up, eat some good food. Cause I gotta make wheat. I got make weight. Another comment withheld. Jesus, guys, what is going on? Oh my God. You guys are out of control. All right. Well, before the live stream gets too far out of hand, make sure you guys subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. And do me a favor, have a good